Right. Okay, let me share and invite some persons.
Riverside, Riverside. Guys, if you're still recording your podcast. Riverside, Riverside. Guys, if you're still recording your podcast.
Yes. So we're just gonna wait for like 1 minute. I'm gonna kick off in 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Right. We're just gonna wait for like 10 minutes. 60 seconds. Right. Okay, if you're live, just let me know. If you're live, just let me know your name and where you're joining us from. Right? If you're live with me right now, just let me know where you're joining us from. Just drop your name on the chat box. Let me know where you're joining us from. We're gonna kick off in a moment now. All right. Let me put up this song. Right. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're joining us from any part of the world. You're welcome. Welcome to this hot session. If you're just joining us, let me know where you're joining us from. You can send me, you can type it in the chat box, your name, where you're joining us from, so that I will, recognize your presence, right? Right here in the United States, in Southern United States, it's just 12 minutes past 3. So let me know where you're joining us from, any part of the world you're joining us from. And for some reason, I can't see the comments here. Maybe I can see them on my phone. Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So we're going to. I already have my notes here. I'm gonna run through all this for you guys and make it very, very, very interesting for you. I'm not gonna give you those fluffy. This is not really a fluffy webinar whereby you just come and just not get any value. So I'm gonna be sharing my screen. I'm gonna show you how to go about these things, the right way as well. So I hope you find value. Of course, you find value. People just find value from my webinars, right? So I'm still waiting for your names. You can type in the chat box your names. Just tell me where you're joining us from. I would really love to recognize you. While that is coming on, I'm going to run through what we'll be looking at today. Hopefully, I don't intend for us to spend too much time. Maybe an hour, depends on how it goes, right? Maybe an hour, just spend an hour and make everything work. So we're going to be looking at how to go about the process. When you see me bending, I'm looking at my notes. So I don't want to forget anything. I want it to be as precise as possible, right? So we're going to be looking at the process of securing scholarships in any part of the world. This process applies to North America, which is Canada, the United States, the UK, Sweden, Norway, France. Wherever you're planning to study, apply your craft, it applies anywhere, right? So this process has been proven, tested by me and my other clients I work with every part of the way, every part of the world. So it works, right? Okay, I can see somebody. Right, you're joining from Nigeria. Welcome. That's Leb. That's French, right? Champions. Right. Welcome. 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 That's yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's my Nigeria people. All right. All right. All right. All right. So the process and what I'm going to look at today is very straightforward and precise. So looking at, first of all, for you to study abroad and get scholarships, you must search for schools, right? Universities all across the United States and across Canada, across the UK, across Sweden, Norway. You're going to search for schools, right? That's the first thing. The next thing is you're going to tailor your CV to that school. The third thing is going to have your transcript. I know that with the way um, the system is in Nigeria, transcripts are a big issue. I understand that. I understand that. Trust me. So, you're gonna have to do that. Everybody has to get that done, right? So, transcripts. You need transcript to apply to the university. Um, you need to send a lot of emails. You need to send a lot of reminders. I'll tell you how to go about that as we proceed. The almighty SOP. Right, I'll tell you what SOP means as we proceed. uh Personal statement, SOP, whatever you call it, they are all, fall into the category of writing. So we call it SOP, personal statement, research statement, whatever it is that is called in your actual university, it doesn't matter. It means you're going to do some form of writing, so that's it. And this school that doesn't require you to write anything will mostly not give you scholarship. So I'm going to that in details very soon. Just hold on. And we will have types of scholarships that are available to you, to all Africans, to other nationals, right? So, and I will set it up with a nice little package that will work for you. Promise. All right, all right. So first, let's get right into it. Right? Let's go. It's already 15 minutes past 3, so let's just go right into it. I don't want to keep everybody too late. And the interesting is past 8 already, so I want us to go through this process very smoothly. So the first thing you need to know how to do is to search for universities, right? Now, what you need to understand is that if you're on this webinar, it means that you've already decided to study abroad, right? Good. Congratulations. That's the first step. That's the first and most important step you need to do, is to decide to study abroad. Studying abroad comes with a lot of perks, right? Right now, I'm using my 2022 model MacBook Pro, which cost me about $1,656. If you convert that to the present rate of 730, 75 naira, I don't know, times it and tell me to give you around close to 2 million, I guess, 1.5, 1.4 million, right? So I got this in the United States and it was very easy to get. I paid cash, right? So I'm saying this not to brag or anything, but to brag a little bit, right? But to tell you that it is possible, right? The studying abroad opens you up to a new realm of possibilities. You get so many things done, so many things becomes possible to you. No more malaria, no more strike, no more worrying about what our classes will be, if there'll be electricity, no more of that worries. Just going straight in and a lot of benefits. Trust me, I don't want to start listing them so that you guys will mark it nothing, right? But there's so much benefit, right? I know there are a lot of videos out there, a lot of people out there that are abroad and tell you that, hey guys, don't come abroad. So this thing, is crap. Trust me. is sweet over here. It's sweet. I'm telling you, it's sweet over here. Like, wow, I can't believe to just enumerate those possibilities, but trust me, get yourself together and make this possible. All right, so for you to make this possible, the first thing to do before you even do anything is to have your passport. I don't mean passport photograph, I mean passport, what we call international passport in Nigeria. The actual name is passport. Please get your passport. Please. Passport is not for Japa alone. Passport is your national identity. So you need to have your passport. If you're not an adult, if you don't have a passport, I'm sorry. You're an adult, please get your passport. Even if it costs you 100K, get it. 100K naira, please get it. Doesn't matter. No excuse. Get your passport. Very important. After you have your passport, or even before you have a passport, you can do all this anyway before you get your passport, but getting your passport just shows that you're a very serious person. So get your passport. Second thing to do is to search for university. So I'm going to show you right now how to do that, how to search for universities via Google. So I'm going to share my screen right now. I'm going to just let me know if you can see my screen. I want to share my screen right now. Just let me know if you can see my screen. Right. Oh. All right. Can everybody see my screen right now? Let me know, please. Can everyone see my screen? Oh, I need. This thing is lagging behind. I need some few comments. Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Let me just use my phone to check the screen so that I know that I'm getting your comments. Possibly. Right. All right. Possibly. Okay. Okay, it's working. It's working. It's working. I can see my screen here. See my screen. All right. Possibly. Okay. Okay, it's working. It's working. I can see my screen here. Right. So the first thing you need to do. Okay. Okay, it's working. The first thing you need to do. Right. So the first thing you need to do is to. I'm sorry. Let me just. Okay. All right. You need to go to keep this site handy to come very handy for you. For icu.org, number 4, icu.org. This website gives you a list of all the universities in the world. It gives you a list of all the universities in the world and arranges them by the continent, right? You can see my mouse here. You can see here is North America, which includes Canada, the United States, right? Yes, Latin America. Yes, Europe. Yes, Africa. Yes, Asia. Yes, Oceania. So everything, all the universities in the world are here. So let's say we want to study in the United States, right? Let's just look at that. So I'll go to North America and actually click on it. So when I click on North America, it comes and shows me this one introduction, tells me a bit about North America, right? And just give me some introduction here. And it gives me the names of the countries in North America according alphabetically, right? So I'll just go down to the United States, click on the United States, and it takes me down. Now it shows me the over 50 states in the US and the number of universities that they have. This is guys, this is amazing. Trust me. This right here is amazing. So you have access to all the universities in the United States here. So let's just say school. Now let's just say okay, I love California, right? California is a very sweet state. Trust me, it has a lot of perks. So let's say I'm interested in California, right? And I click California, I go down, shows me the rankings of the university in California from the top to the bottom. Let's see how many universities are here. Over 100, I think. Over 130 universities. Yeah. Over 134 universities. Some don't even have rankings there. So this is at the universities in California alone. So the US has over 5,000 universities. That's so much. So now that you're here, you click on the one you like. Let's just say we want to go to Stanford because we're very good, right? So we click on Stanford. Now that you're clicking on Stanford, you get some, description about Stanford University, all that good stuff, the year it was founded, good stuff. Now, where we are interested in is other details. Look at here now. It shows you the undergraduate program, what they offer. They don't offer any diploma or associate degrees in Stanford in all these programs. No. They offer bachelor's degrees, yes. They offer master's degrees, yes. They offer doctoral degree, yes. So if you're looking to study any of all these courses, they have them available at the bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degree levels, right? So that's it. So now that you are here and you know that they have you check through this place. Does the faculty fall in within here, 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 or anyone, engineering, science and technology, anyone? So let's just check engineering and see how that works. It shows you every course that they offer in engineering. So you're not going in blind, or you're not assuming again, or I don't know if Stanford offer my course. No, this link has done us a good job by cataloging all the courses that they offer. Beautiful website. So let's just say you like anyone. You like anyone. Where should we go with now? Let's go with computer engineering for instance. Let's go computer engineering. So I'm going to go to my Google and say Stanford University Computer Engineering. So now let's look at the graduate degree programs because that's what I'm interested in. For hypothetically, right? Just give you a walkthrough of how it goes. You read through what they offer there. You see this heading here, fellowships and assistantships. This is where the money is. I'm going to go talk about that. See, look at this place now. Department of the School of Engineering awards graduate fellowships, research assistantships, and teaching assistantship each year. Very important, each year. So if you apply today, you apply next year, you apply next year, you apply after Buhari has left power, you will be sure to get funding in this program. It all depends on how you package yourself. Okay. So let's say we're interested in this program, right? That we want to study this program. So let's go down a bit and see. Now, let's look at the department I want to, click on the department. It shows you everything here. Everything here. Everything. So let's look at, computer science. Under engineering, right? Under engineering. I'm gonna give you a secret. I'm doing okay before I even go into all that. Let me tell you something I want to say very quickly, and I'll go back here. Let me tell you something I want to say very quickly. Now, there are two main kinds of scholarships. There are the internal scholarships and then the external scholarships. What people are used to in Nigeria and other part of Africa, other part of the world is external scholarships. Like external scholarships can be scholarships that are awarded by other bodies, not the university. They are offered by other bodies, not the universities now. So an example of external scholarship can be the popular Shivning Scholarship, right? Everyone knows Shivning Scholarship here. So Shivning Scholarship is an example of an external scholarship. What they do is they are not the university. They don't give you admission. Your admission does not concern them. Same thing with Mastercard Foundation Scholarship, right? Your admission does not concern them. You are in charge of getting your admission. When you get your admission, you can apply for the scholarship separately. So that's a different kind of scholarship. It's very, very stressful. Commonwealth scholarship is there, Shivling is there, Mastercard is there, and a host of other scholarships. They all fall into that category of external scholarship. So in that external scholarship, you are to apply for admission separately and your scholarship separately. But the internal scholarship is offered by the university, and they give you the scholarship in addition to your admission. They give you everything together. Okay, some universities may give you after they give you admission, whichever is fine, but they consider you alongside the admission process. Sometimes you may get scholarship, you may get admission and not get scholarship. It's fine. But they'll tell you that you can apply for another year, but then you already have admission, right? So that's it. So that's also two different things. So what I'm showing right now is the internal scholarship, right? The one that is offered by the university. So every university has billions of dollars at their disposal, so they can pay for your studies, and in return you get labor out of you, right? Cheap labor, out of you. So I am a graduate assistant here in the United States, University of Georgia, right? So I teach, I do research, right? So I teach on a grad class and I do research. So I'm being paid and the school is paying my tuition, right? So all these things I will call internal scholarship. So let me go back to that screen to show you my screen and show you how you can, get everything out of that out of that spot. So still on our computer science analogy, right? So you are there. Let's say you have something very good. Now, let me show you something. Go to prospective students. Prospective students. Please follow this carefully. It's very important. So when you go to prospective students, takes you to a place where you can see some information about that. It said that the purpose of this master's degree program is to provide students with the knowledge and skills necessary for a professional career or doctoral studies, right? Now, a lot of time people just apply. They don't know what they're applying. They don't know what they're applying to. Just apply and say, let me just submit my application. No, it's not like that. You have to tailor the CV that you submit to Stanford Computer Science program. It must be different. It ought to be different from the CV you sent to, let's say, University of Georgia, right? Because these schools are very different. Their mission different. Everything about them is different. So you have to tailor yourself to suit what the school is looking for. So areas of specialization includes AI, biocomputation, computer network security. Let me alert you. I'm ready so you follow what I'm saying. So I'm ready now. So this is what they offer here. Now you need to be specific as well. You know, some people be like, I won't study everything. No, you have to be a specialist. So choose one of these and say, okay, you know what? Let me tailor my CV to reflect my skills and competence in AI, for instance, artificial intelligence, right? So your CV and every other thing about you should focus on that area. That's it. So I just spent a lot of time showing you this because I need you to understand everything about that. It's very important. So on that link as well, you will get everything about their admission requirements, what they offer. Look at because coming to see admissions. You see, let's look at masters for example, right? Let's look at masters for example. Now, you see application requirements, right? Now you come down here. Look at the instruction, very important. All application deadlines are final. Very important. All application deadlines are final. Applications will not be accepted after the deadline. Please, the celebration deadline is December 1st. You want to go and submit on December 15th and be begging them. No, please. They don't accept that. Okay. So look at this place now. Before you begin, you must review the university admissions website before applying and then carefully follow the direction. Very important, okay? So these are the guidelines that they want. Now, look at what they want here. Look at a secret here. TOEFL. Most times people from Nigeria and Africa will be like, oh, we are African, we are English speaking countries, blah blah blah. I get it. I get it. The thing is this. Let me talk about that a little bit. There are only two kinds of English that are in the world. One is the British English, and two is the American English. Those are the two original English, right? Good. Every other English speaking country in the world is modeled either around the British English or around the American English. So countries like Australia, New Zealand, they model themselves around the British English because that's what they are, right? Now, every other country that tends to speak English is a variation of either of those two English or most of them mixed together. For example, in Nigeria, when we are writing, we sometimes mix British English and American English all together. And it's very funny. You most time we just do it on subconsciously. Like, we don't even know what we're doing. How we spell, for example, how we spell favor, all those spellings, how we spell some words differs from America and the UK by some letters, right? So I remember when I got here, I told my professor that sometimes I may spell some words in a British way, just that's it. But I learned anyways. I learned how to distinguish between American and British English. So what I'm trying to say is that the Indian will claim they can speak English. The Chinese will claim they can speak English. The Nigerian will claim they can speak English. The Ghanaian will say their one is better. The Kenyan will say, "Oh wow, what about me?" Right? So a way for everybody to be at ease, for everybody to be peaceful, is that the so-called standardization of test. Now that's where TOEFL come into place. So your TOEFL exam, the TOEFL exam is to bring everybody that speaks a variation of English and give them a score that reflects that English to the American English, because TOEFL is for America, while IELTS is for the UK. So some of the IELTS, they are the same exams, whether it's TOEFL or IELTS, the same thing. So what TOEFL does is that they take your English, for example, your Nigerian English, right? The exam, after you taking the exam, they will compare your English to the American English and give you a score out of 120 points, to give you a score. So if you get 100 points, for example, out of 120 points as a Nigerian, you're already up there. Because they're like, wow, okay, that means this person is close enough. Good. Then they can put you at the top for scholarship considerations. That's how it works. Magic. That's how it works. I'm telling you. I did TOEFL. I did GRE, everything. So that's how it works. So save money for all these things. Write this test. Very important. Very important. Okay. So I think I've overflogged that issue already. So school search used for ICU.org. Let me type it in the chat. Link for school search for ICU.org. So that's it there. I've typed it in the chat. So that's the link. That's the link you use for your school search anywhere in the world. All the schools are listed there. All the admission requirements are listed there. Just follow it and apply. You'll be fine. Trust me. So the next point I want to look at is how to go after you've looked at the school search, and that is emailing professors. This is very, very important. Oh, before we go to emailing, let's look at your CV. Anyway, I don't want to spend more time on CV because I think everybody can do a CV, right? So, but there are some specific points to look at, but I don't have time for all that today. Your CV needs to be on point, like I said before. Tailor your CV to the admission requirement. Don't go and submit a job CV for Zenith Bank to Stanford University. You will not get admitted. I can promise you that. So tailor your CV to the program you're applying to. Let it reflect your strength and everything. Okay, works like that. Then next is your email professors. Now I'm going to show you straight up how to do that. Straight up how to do that. I don't want to waste much time in this because and I want you to get the main ideas. So let's say that. Let me go back to share my screen again. So let's say that we want to apply to Stanford University, right? So that's in program. Let me show something very important. Now, I would say computer science professor, Stanford. So this will take me to the directory of all the professors in Stanford that are in computer science. I'm gonna show you a big secret. Show you big secrets. Watch this. These are all their names. These are their names. These are their phone numbers. These are their offices. But you normally go there, but you're in Nigeria or in other parts of Africa. but you can't go there right now, but it's fine. These are the email address. I'm going to show you something very important. Watch this secret. Now, let's say I want to talk to this person. Click on that person's name. Now, let's say I have a bachelor's degree in computer science from the prestigious University of Benin. That's my school. I don't know. You can use your own school in your mind, right? So let's say I want to talk to this professor. I want to work with this professor. This professor do some. Let's look at what it does. Let's look at what it does. Let me show something very important. I have to know what a professor does. Okay, biographical sketch. Alex is an Alcatel blah, 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 professor of computer science at Stanford University. His CV is this, and this. Everything is here. He's married. He has a son and a daughter, and the other photos there. Very important. Very interesting. This is his CV. Let's look at. Let's say I want to work with this person. I'm interested after reading all those things about him. Oh wow! I'm like, wow. I want to work with Alex. I want to work with Alex because now let me explain why this is important. A master's degree needs a thesis, right? Obviously, everybody knows that. So, in a master's degree, you have to write the research. In a PhD degree, you have to write the research. Abi, good. So, how it works in the US is that some schools will say before you can get admission or scholarship, you must choose the professor you want to work with. You must choose a professor that will supervise your research ahead of time. So that's what we're doing right now. We want to see the person who is best for us, right? So let's see. Now let's say I want to work with this person. I go down here. You must go down here, please. Look at this research. Click on research. Look at what they said here. Let me highlight it so everybody can see. This part. FlexFlow is a system for automatically finding fast parallelization strategies for deep learning training and interface. FlexFlow is built on this. Legion is a programming system for this. So this doesn't mean anything to me because I'm in computer science, right? So, but people that are in computer science were like, "Whoa, I love this." Maybe they will pick up. This thing may not make sense to you. Everything, even in computer science, doesn't matter, right? But let's say you just pick up only this part, deep learning training and interface. Let's say you know this, only this part from this research, and you're like, "Huh." Maybe you read about it somewhere, or maybe you did it undergraduate, maybe you did something similar. You're like, okay, maybe I want to work with this. Maybe I want to work in this line. Maybe, right? You say maybe, good. Keep that. You're interested already. So you go up to its publication, pick a publication. See, has written so many things. This is very important. Follow me. Very important. Let's go. Okay. Look at the first article he wrote here. He wrote this one last year, 2021, which shows that this guy is in money. It means for you to do research every year, it means that you have money, you have a lot of money, and you have power, you have influence in that school. So you need to look for people like this. Then you go to your email address, your email. Can I go to my email right now? Can I? No. I wanted to write something. I wanted to write something. I wanted to write something. Okay. Thinking about to write something right now. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let me see if I can use Google Docs. Let me see if I can use Google Docs. Okay, let's say I want to write an email to this guy, Alex, right? Google Docs. I want to make it as engaging as possible for you. Good Docs. Okay. No need for the tour. Okay, good. Awesome. Great. Okay. We're here already, so let's just go with the flow. I guess. Okay, yeah, everybody can see my screen. Great. Now, take a look at this. Oh, okay. Right. so everybody can see this. Let me show you guys this screen. Now, I love Alex, right? Dear Dr. Alex, God is surname. Let's say Alex K, whatever. Right? Now, what should we use now? Is there anybody in computer science here that we can use as a case study for this? Is there anybody in the chat that's in computer science? Or is there anyone that's studying anything that we should use what you are doing for this for this purpose? If you are on with us on the live broadcast and you want us to use, you want me to use your course for this purpose, just type it in the chat box so that I'll use your course. If I don't get a response in the next 30 seconds, I'm just going to go ahead and make a science analogy. Is there anybody that wants us to use his or our profile? Okay, nobody. All right. I guess you guys are good with computer science then. All right, no problem. Now to the fun part. Good. Follow me. Dear Dr. K, I am John Doe. I am John Doe, a graduate of computer science from the University of Benin, Nigeria. Okay, that's your introduction. You can tell them a little bit about what you graduated. Let's say, okay, I graduated with a first class degree in 2019 and got awarded best graduating student. Good. In my, let's say, set, whatever, right? Good. I went through your profile on Stanford University's website and loved your research on deep learning. I would like to learn more about it. If given the opportunity. Now, what I've done so far is I've talked about myself, not my first of anyway, but talked about John Doe. I've said that John Doe is a graduate of the University of Benin, and his profile, right, first class degree, and the person has done some background check on this professor and wants to work with this professor, right? Awesome. So that puts you ahead of the pack already. So add some flesh to the email and say, what did you need to say about his work? Okay, I have some experience in deep learning during my time at the University of Benin, and I am fascinated. Oh, I love this word. Fascinated by it. I intend to apply for the 2023 admission cycle and would love to work with you. Looking forward to your response. Thank you. Now you can see that this email is very, very, very short. This size ought to be. I think everybody can see, but let me just increase this font in case you can see it properly. Great. So your email should always be short. Should not be long, like I don't understand. Should be short, straight to the point, precise. Talk about yourself, talk about the professor, and say that you like to work with him, or her, if given the opportunity. Perfect. Send the email. Do this for as many professors as possible, and you get a response. Trust me, you get a response. You will definitely get a response. So these are the secrets. You must use the 4ic.org to find the universities first. Ensure that the universities have your course. And then, so let me recap. Go through the 4ic.org website, look through the universities, ensure they have your course. Once they have your course, go to the professor's page, look through the professors and see the ones that interest you. Some will be doing something very crazy. Please don't email them. Please don't say I will learn. Don't do that. Oh, I can't. My test is far from here right now. I'll show you a question paper that we did for our test this week. I mean, PhD mathematics, right? It was crazy. So don't. This is me giving you the no fluff version, right? School is hard everywhere. It's not just Nigeria. The only thing is that you have professors that love you, you have professors that care about you. Well, that's relative. You have a good system, you have power supply, you have internet, you have everything to succeed. But the schoolwork remains the schoolwork. Please don't try to move from a Greek to medicine or try to move from English to data science. I don't know if you can do it. If you truly believe you can do it, no problem. But let me tell you one thing, your visa is tied to your academics. So if you move from English language to data science and you fail your courses in the first semester, they'll drive you back to Nigeria. They'll put you on a plane back to Nigeria and you will not be able to come back to the US again unless you can be able to prove to the visa officer that you can do what you said you can do. So please, do a course that deep inside you, you know you can do. Trust me. I don't know why I'm saying this. I'm saying this to somebody here. Somebody here knows what I'm saying. See, I think I have some textbook here. Let me show you. This is real work. This is one of my books. This is fundamentals of, I think the camera is back, but it's fine. Fundamentals of number theory. It's a textbook, a real textbook, real one, real math textbook. But it's big. See, abstract mathematics, big textbook, big, real math, algebra. So don't let me show you more. Algebra. I have another bigger one here. Let me show you. Algebra 1. Look at the size. It's not like it's not a small book. It's not paper. See it big. Look at the size. See it. It's big. You can see it's big. You can see it. can see. So it's not bread and butter. I don't know. But no, I'm laughing. But please, let me give you guys like somebody in my class right now is facing this challenge. The guy's from India, right? And he studied something slightly different from mathematics, and he applied to the PhD program in mathematics. He has failed all the tests so far, and he's likely going to lose his funding, right? And if he says he cannot pay by himself, the school will terminate his admission, and they will send this to the US government. The US government will bring their boss, take him to the airport, pay for his ticket, back to India. They don't play. They don't play here. So please, please choose a course that you can study. Please, I'm begging you. All right, all right. So I hope we've gotten that step. So I've covered 2 steps right now, more like 3. But I've said so far that there are 2 kinds of funding. That there is the internal funding and there's the external funding, right? So the yeah, let me show you. This guy said that it's not 20 leaves. Exactly. Exactly. It's real work. Like it's real work. And the interesting thing is that you're not just going to la cram la pour, right? You do that sometimes, but you must explain your thought process behind what you did. So if they give you an assignment and you say, okay, you go and copy from Google, I don't know what this is about, you come and explain to class how you did all those things, how you came about those things. And if you are there looking at everybody, you get 0. So, so you have to actually be good at what you're doing. And you know, this is not a BSc program. They'll be like, everybody already assume that you're already a scholar for you to get funding and get a master's degree or a PhD degree admission. Everybody already assume that you're already up there, right? So I mean, some people will be like, I don't do nothing, I don't do nothing, I don't do nothing. You have the BSc in Agric, you know, do nothing, no problem. You know what about the Americans, about white people in general, is that they are so, they are so nice, right? They give everybody the benefit of the doubt. So if you look at your CV, it's perfect. Look at your grades. Oh, awesome! You convince them with the next time I'm going to an SOP. I'm going there very soon. You convince them by writing that, oh, I'm good. I can do nothing. Blah blah blah. They will say, okay, it's fine. They will give you admission. Once they give you the admission, that admission is not final. That admission is, let us see what you can do. Let us test you. It's like a probation. So they'll give you get your visa, you go to the United States or Canada or wherever you go to. And your first semester, you fail your courses. Whew. My sister, my brother, you're going back home. You're going back. I'm telling you. So please, don't just say, oh, what's in demand? What's in demand? Tech. I make people say, oh, tech is in demand. I want to go and do data science. I'm not gonna do computer science. Can you do it? Can you learn it? If you can, no problem. Right? Do it and you get it. Okay. So that's that. So we've covered funding types, internal, external, right? We've covered that. We said that the internal funding is the kind of fund that the university offers you. All universities in the US, in developed countries in general, have money that they can use to sponsor students. Everybody has, all schools have. So it all depends on how you can convince them that you deserve that funding. So if you're good, you have good grades, you have a good writing skill, you're good, they'll give you the funding, you do your job and you get it. So that's it. Then we have the external funding, right? It's funding like Chevening, MasterCard, what's that other one called by the British government? Commonwealth, right? Good. This one is called, they are called external funding. Does not concern the school. You go to school, you get admission, you take a letter to MasterCard or to Chevening or to Commonwealth and say, okay, I have my admission already, pay for it. They'll say, okay, good. If they believe in you, they will pay your funding, they'll pay your tuition to your school, they will give you money to feed yourself, and that's it. Okay, still the same process apply to both kinds of funding. If you do not perform in school, they will drive you back home. So that's it. So I want to just put there because some people lately and in the past 2 weeks, I've gotten a lot of people in my DM on WhatsApp, on Facebook, everywhere I am, on Instagram. They're like, "Oh, Coach Uyi, please help me. I want to have a BSc in English. I want to do data science." I'm like, English, data science. Even if we get you into that program, can you cope? It's not a BSc program. Oh. It's not a short course of 1 hour of 1 year. Masters in 2 different fields. Are you sure you can cope? If you can, no problem. You cannot hide. Cannot hide from the government. They know about everybody. They have all our data. So don't be deceived. I'm saying you, school is real school. School is real school everywhere. Okay? So I'll take a question very soon. Let me put it real cap. I'm coming. I'll take a question very soon. So I thought about the school search and I gave you the link. It's right there in the comments. I said the link for the school search is for ic.org. That link will show you all the universities in the world. And if you click on the link, it arranges them by continent. From continent, it arranges them to countries, from countries to states. And it shows you everything. So you cannot miss any school. Okay, you can look through it and properly look at it. It's work. Don't go and do okay, Stanford, they can apply. You get rejected. Properly look at it. Read their vision statement. Read their mission statement. Do I fit in? If yes, apply. You get the funding. You get admission. That's it. Very easy. Easy, but not easy, right? Good. Then we'll talk about telling your CV to meet that school. Don't go and use school CV for Zenith Bank or Access Bank to apply for funding or for admission. You will not get it. Please. Right? Great. And we'll talk about your transcript. How ASU and everybody is trying to frustrate Nigerians, but don't give up, persevere, right? Get it? So we have a question. Let me look at the question. Let me just go and look at the question. My question is, why does one need to write to the professors? How does this process add up to the admission process? Great question. Yeah. Let me link it up for you. Now, I'm going to leave the question up there so that we can see the question I'm responding to. Think of the admission process as a panel, right? So let me use that computer science program as an example, right? I don't know using computer science so far. It's fine. So let's say let's use Stanford. Stanford advertised that they are, admitting students for 2023 computer science, masters, PhD, BSc, everything. So and the deadline is December 1st, right? And they say that you don't need to apply to any, you don't need to send any email to the professor, just apply and they will do their internal thing by themselves, right? I'm giving you 2 scenarios, just wait. So let's say that they say there's no point for supervisor, just apply and you get admission, right? Good. So everybody applies August, September, October, November. December 1st, they close the portal, right? Good. But by December 5th, when all the schools have done their examinations for that semester and are done, they will call for a meeting, let's say December 7th, and say, okay, you know what? We want to review the admissions for this year. So let's say the Department of Computer Science has let's say, I don't know, 15 faculty members, right? 15 professors. So what they will do is this. Those 15 professors, they will be called to a meeting in one room, one conference room. And then everybody applied, they'll bring all their documents to that. They'll make 15 copies of that document and share it among all the professors. So the grad coordinator of that program will be the sort of like the what was that word I want to use right now? The anchor. Awesome. So the person will be like, okay, so we had 20 applicants this year. You have all their files. Let's start from the first person. Adenkule submitted this file. While reading this file, the person will be like, the guy will be like, okay, I read through this person's file. I can see that this person has this. I think this thing is okay. So what do you guys think? So in 30 seconds or 1 minute, all the professors have to just flip through your transcript, your CV, everything that you submitted, and just decide. I'm like, okay. They'll be like, okay. They'll be like, okay, fine. If they like you at that spot, you're in. If they don't like you, you're out. Now, your question is, why does one need to write to professors? If you write to Professor A in that faculty, that person already has your name in mind. So when he's in that meeting and sees Adekule, he'll be like, oh, yeah, this person emailed me. I think the person is really serious about this program. We should consider giving this person a chance. That way, you're already at the top of the list. You see how it works? That's it. Because let me explain how this works. If a university admits 20 students, for instance, 20 students, and only 10 accept the application, it will affect the school's ranking in the next ranking and cycle. So they are trying to, in fact, reject more people than they admit so that their rankings will be higher. That's the secret. So if you don't write to professors, your name will not stand out. And if your name doesn't stand out, your chances of getting this funding is low because they don't know who you are. Right? So all the processes, they are together. And secondly, some professors have their own money from grants and other things that the university does not have. So if the professor has $5 million with him or her, and you write to that professor, the professor can, even if the university, the school doesn't have money, the professor can pay you by himself or herself from that grant money. That's it. That's how it works. So emailing professors is the secret sauce you add to your fried rice to make it delicious. I hope I've answered the question. Okay, if you have any clarified question, just ask in the chat. I'll respond. All right. So it says, are there opportunities for BSc programs? Or honestly, 100%. If you ask for admission and scholarship, yes, there are opportunities for BSc programs everywhere, everywhere. Canada, US, everywhere. All right. So let's go to the cocoa of the cocoa, SOP. Now, I want to run through this. I think we've already gone 1 hour. I don't want this to be too long. I'm going to wrap this up in the next 10, 15 minutes. Just follow me, please. But if you have any questions, please type it in the chat so that I'll answer it as we go along. Otherwise, you may miss out on those questions. Ask questions. This is the time you can catch me for free. People know me that my time is very precious, especially now that I'm doing my PhD. I'm very busy, and it's no jokes. I'm very busy. So my time is very precious. I may not respond to you at all, or I may respond to you in a very slow pace. So now is the time to get your questions answered. So don't come after the webinar and say, oh, please, how did you? I will not answer you. Ask your questions now in the chat box. I'll answer it generally. Okay? I can use you as an example, but if you're ready about that. So please ask the questions now. Right. SOP. SOP. Very, very important. I want to do something crazy. Just what will I do now? Let me use my school as an example, my program as an example. Is that more allowed? Yeah. Let me market my school small. Yeah, so let me market my school small. I'll come back to that Google. I'll come back to that Google. Am I sharing my screen? No. Okay. Let me share my screen. Watch this. This is the in fact, this is the most important thing anyways. Just watch this. Everything is important about this one. Very important. Let me share my screen and show you how to write an SOP. But before we even go to it, let's look at how to identify an SOP properly. University of Georgia. Yep, this is my university. We are number 16 in the whole of the United States. Awesome school I'm in right now. My program is even among the top 2 in the US. So hot cake, hot school. Come apply to my school. Let's hang out together. So okay, let me go to academics, grad school. I will show something about SOPs that you'll be very, 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 very shocked by. Okay. Mathematics. Now, let me do mathematics or this or this or this or this. look at this, for instance, to show you everything they need, right? Everything is here. Read all through everything, you'll be fine. Let me go back to that math education program and show you something. So this is the math education program. I want to show you where they require something about SOP. Let me explain what SOP means. Oh, yeah. Great. Sample. Okay, great. Can you see my screen? Yes, everybody can see my screen. Yes. Now, please look at this. Very important. I may not have time to show this again, but very important. Look at this. I'll just talk it to myself since. Let me show you guys what I was looking at there. Look at this screen here. I want to explain to you what to include in your SOPs. Great, look at this. You see this place? SOP is called Statement of Purpose. That's on red now. See this place on red? This is what will make or break your applications. This in line with your transcripts and your letters of recommendation you're in any school in the world, right? Look at this. I'm going to read it. We recommend fitting this into 2 pages, right? Into 2 pages. So don't go and submit 3 pages SOP. They will not on your own. So submit a statement explaining why you are interested in pursuing a doctoral degree in mathematics education at the University of Georgia. That's there. Identify the educational problem or concern that drives you to pursue a PhD. So in other words, why don't do a PhD? If it's a master's, why don't do a master's program? Why? Because the PhD is a research degree identifying sorry about that. The PhD is a research degree identifying a potential topic or topics of investigation and provisionally identifying members of faculty with whom you might want to work. You see that guy that was asking me about professors, right? So if you already know a professor you want to work with, you see why it's important, right? So if you already know a professor you want to work with, let's say that Alex right now, we can use Alex's research as a perfect fit for our statement of purpose and submit to the school. That's how it works. Everything works together. You see it now. Everything works together. So your SOP is an extension of everything we've done so far. It's an extension of your school search. It's an extension of your transcript. It's an extension of your research. So everything's an extension so far. So don't take it lightly. All right. Now let's go back there and look at that together. So this is it. 2 pages. Let me give you a rough draft of how this will look like, because I don't have all the time, right? So let me give you a rough draft. I'm gonna give you a rough draft. So like paragraphs to follow, I don't want to show you anything because let me use this time to quickly say this. Please don't copy anybody's SOP online to submit. Please. What happened last was it not this month? It happened this month. Someone applied to a university in the US here and copied a research statement online and submitted it to that school in the hope that the school will not notice. So the school, honestly, in their opinion, in their first look, they didn't notice anything. So they admitted him and gave him funding scholarship, right? And he came to the US and he was studying for a month. So from when he came in early August, in September early this month, the school found out that what he used to apply was a plagiarized research statement, that they copied it online and submitted it. What did the school do? They cancelled his admission. I reported him to the US government, and the US government in turn cancelled his service record, deported him, and gave him a 10-year ban. Guys, don't mess with the United States. Please take time to do these things. If you can write your essay by yourself, you will succeed in graduate school, because grad school, I told you before, right, is about writing. You have to, even if you do the thing in class, you might explain to them why you did it that way. So if you can do your essay by yourself, you are in good standing. You are good to go. So let me give you a quick rundown about the process here. So we've looked at that University of Georgia's my department SOP requirement, right? So let's say we want to apply to that school now. So the first paragraph should be about you. First paragraph. This is a rough draft, please. So you can always do it to fit your style. First paragraph should be about you and why you intend to study abroad. So that's the first paragraph for you then. Why do you want to study mathematics in the United States? Why do you want to study computer science? Why Greek? Why nursing? Why tech? Why computer science? Why? Is it because you want to create a better life, or you want to, what do you want to do? Why? So that's important. What challenge are you trying to resolve? Or is it okay? If you're an engineer, if you're a civil engineer, you can say, oh, you're from Africa or Nigeria. I'm just saying Nigeria because I'm from Nigeria, so that's what I know, right? So you can say, oh, I'm an engineer, I graduated from engineering. I want to study abroad because living in Nigeria has exposed me to so many failed roads, so many bad bridges, so many this, so many that. So I want to study in a country that has good roads and a track record of creating good bridges, so that I can be able to be impacted with this knowledge and come back to Nigeria and apply this knowledge. Perfect. That's the reason you study a master's degree or a PhD in engineering. Awesome. Or if you are looking at enhancing electricity, you can say that, oh, you want to come and learn how to fix the electrical problems in Africa. Perfect. Awesome. Works. Or you want to learn how to do solar system to give industries alternative energy, so that the climate, whatever, will be better, right? Excellent. Better. In computer science, you want to create a programming language, or you want to enhance a programming language to ensure that people can better, let's say, order products online. Perfect. So that's about you. Why do you want to study that program? Why do you want to study that program? Of course, it has to be refined, it has to make sense, it has to be logical, all that stuff. But basically it should be about you, right? That's it. So let's go back to that point. So second paragraph should be about more of your experiences in that or relating to that field. Yes, this is very important as well. So let's say you want to apply to the computer science program, right? Now you've told them that you want to save the world, you want to do this, you want to do that. Perfect. Now you have to justify those claims. How can you justify those claims? What have you done so far? So let's say you want to study nursing, you want to help make a medical field, you want to study medicine, you help the medical field become better in Africa. Perfect. Why are you suitable for that position? Why you? Why? Oh, yes, I've spent 5 years in so and so hospital in Nigeria, and in that place I've worked as a nurse for 3 years. I worked at this for 2 years. I have this skill, this, that. I've been able to do this. In my 4 years of this, there have been no death, or there are minimal death, or in my 4 years of this, I've been able to do this. List out, not list, describe, right? That's what I'm about. Describe your skills. Don't just say, I've been able to save lives, full stop. No. Explain it. Tell us more about you. Why are you suitable for that role? What have you done so far for us to believe that you can do more, right? It's like campaigns, like politics, right? Oh, I want to save life, I will change the world, I will do this. Okay, good. Why? Oh, because look at me, my track record now. I've done this before, right? Awesome. So tell us what you've done before in this second paragraph. You know, that's not it. If you have any questions, please type in the chat box. I'll explain. I'll respond after this section. I think this should be the last section. Right. So third, or I should even okay. Let me just make it. Let me give some bullet points here. Let me just give you some flesh. I think they're better. Looking at the current electrical challenge. I'm just making this out of my head right now. Man, I'm good. I'm too good. Looking at the current electrical challenges in Nigeria and the rest of Africa, a lot of businesses have had to rely on alternative sources of our supply over the years, which has contributed to increase in overhead costs. If you're in business, you know what overhead cost means, right? And also increase in the price of goods and services across the country. I am motivated to undertake a master's degree program in electrical engineering at the University of Georgia to enable me gain the requisite skills to proper these challenges. Whoa. Oh, see? That sounds beautiful, right? So that's the first paragraph. You can add to it, you can do to it from it, your choice. So that's what I mean by why you're interested. So for you, it can be that you want to solve electrical power issues in Africa and Nigeria. For that person, it can be that they want to make the health sector better, right? For that people, it can be anything. So it should be tailored to you and what you want to do. You can add to that. That's a model, please. That's a model. Don't copy that. Okay, so I did it for my brain, so I don't think it's plagiarized. So that's my brain child. Don't copy it. I'll hunt you down. Just joking. All right, so that can be a first paragraph. You can add to it, subtract from it, right? Depends on you. So let's add some flesh to that for second paragraph. You can say, now, why you? Okay. You can start anyhow. There's no rocket science to this. After all, I have, after my undergraduate degree program in computer engineering from the University of Benin, Nigeria, I I gained employment into the, let's say, Federal Ministry of Science and Technology as an entry-level engineer with an oversight to with the Ministry of Power. This position enabled me to learn about the major challenges being faced by the Nigerian power sector, and I believe that a master's degree from the University of Georgia would equip me with the skills necessary to solve this challenge. Okay. Of course, this is short, but you can add to it. I don't want to just make this an SOP class, right? But you get the point. So that's it. All right. So third paragraph should be about the school. I don't want to add to that, but just make it better. About the school. Talk about the school, the professors, why you think that school is better, why you choose that school, blah, blah, blah. Fourth paragraph should be about your research experience. Since it's a research program, what have you done in research? I'm talking about your undergraduate program here, conclusion, final paragraph should be conclusion. So the fourth paragraph, you can talk about your undergraduate research, what you did for your undergraduate final project, and everything. How does that relate to what you're applying for, right? Voila, you have an SOP. Do this SOP, the emails, the 4IC.org, you're good to go. You're good to go. Yeah, of course, you can flesh it out, but I mean, these are just the basics of everything. Right. So, are there any questions? Any other questions? Oh, we're all good. This is an overview of what you need to gain admission and scholarships into any university in the world. Works for the US, works for Canada, works for Europe, works for any school in the world. Even it works for University of Benin itself. So. Right. So are we good? Do we have any questions? Let me check my phone. YouTube. I think this can be slower at times. Are we good? I think this can be slower at times. Okay. Okay. We good. I think this can be slower at times. Right. Okay. Okay. So thank you for joining us today. I'm glad you guys got value. So if you just apply everything we learned, you'll be fine. Right? You'll be fine. If you have any further questions, you can drop it in the chat box right now, so I'll answer it. Or you can shoot me an email, or you can send me a DM, or you can join our Facebook group. I'm going to be monitoring that group by myself. Let me drop the link. Let me drop a link to our Facebook group. phenomenalbreed.ng/Facebook. You can join our Facebook group. I'll monitor the group by myself personally. So join the group. If you're in the group, I'll be posting daily, weekly opportunities around the world, how to live abroad. So many things. I have so many things I'm going to talk about, but obviously 1 hour, 30 minutes is too small for it, right? But if you join the WhatsApp group, you get access to me. And also, let me really say this right now. I have a paid WhatsApp group. I have a paid WhatsApp group. That WhatsApp group enables me to work with people individually, right? So if you want to apply to study abroad or get scholarship abroad, and you feel like all this process is just overwhelming, and you want me to hold your hand specifically and to apply with you and to make you read through your documents and everything, you can join a paid uh, WhatsApp group. Just shoot me an email, or join the Facebook and send me a DM. I'll respond to you. Right. So that's all for today. I'm going to be set up another webinar specifically for SOPs, another one for CVs, another one for school search, so that the webinars will be more tailored. So watch out for those updates, right? I'm sure that you being in a group is going to be profitable to everybody. Right. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you got value. And if you're watching the replay, awesome. Good job. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. So until next time, have have a lovely weekend. Bye.